Hey, Kieran Sutherland, financial planner here. We're really lucky to have ACC in New Zealand. There are a large number of countries around the world where you just wouldn't live without medical insurance at all, due to them basically waiting at the door and making you pay if you're suffering an emergency. Personally, someone just told me at age 21, when I started my first real job, that it'd be a good idea to take on medical insurance. And I saw people that were paying for wisdom teeth at the time and realised I couldn't afford that, so I needed medical insurance. And I thank myself for that. Due to a medical condition, I now claim on my cover every 18 months or 2 years, which means it effectively pays for itself while I'm covered for everything else that could happen. Even while I lived overseas for 5 years, I maintained my cover because if I'd cancelled it and then moved back, I wouldn't have been covered for the thing that I cared about most at that point. So basically our medical system in New Zealand is fantastic for emergencies. If something major happens, then you get seen to fairly quickly and looked after in the public system. Where our health system has some challenges is when something is deemed non-urgent. The problem is, what does non-urgent actually mean when it comes to your long-term health? In the news, you'll always see articles on the pressures on our health systems, and it doesn't seem to be getting any better with delayed surgeries as a result of COVID the last 2 years. So why would you bother with private medical insurance? So for me, it allows my family and I to get treatment on our terms, so specialists that I want to visit when I need to, and have the peace of mind that our health is being taken care of if something happens. But I think there's a few important things for you to consider. How do you feel about going on waiting lists for treatment is one. Do you have the means to pay for treatment if you want to get it done? And so personally, I wouldn't be without mine, but I've been shaped by my personal experiences from having health cover and actually claiming on it when I needed it. Like a lot of things, it can be about compromise and cost. With health insurance, you can use an excess, similar to on your car insurance, and that excess can bring the cost down to a reasonable level for you. For example, adding a $500 excess can drop the cost by about 25%. Sometimes it's considering different types of insurance and what's more important. For a lot of people, they're often comparing the cost of, say, income replacement and medical insurance. In most cases, I think income replacement wins as our support system in New Zealand, which is much lesser, and the financial impact on our lives of not being able to work can be massive. If you want to have a chat on any of this, feel free to get in touch.